Hey friends, this is Shaz and welcome back to the Ministry of Reviews. In this video today, I will review another affordable CarPlay media adapter. This one is from the Oankijpt brand. This is a very affordable device and it comes with only the basic features like the wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, YouTube, Netflix and a few other apps. Now this is a recent trend in the market. You will find even the big brands coming up with these type of affordable CarPlay media adapters, especially for people who are looking for just the basic apps and don't want to spend a lot of money. So what you get inside the box is this adapter, the manual and the cable to connect this with the car. That's it. You actually don't need anything else to operate this device. Now let's connect this adapter with my car and then we will start testing the performance of this Oankijpt affordable CarPlay media box. So keep watching, guys. Alright friends, so I've got the device with me ready here. Now I will connect this with the car using the same cable that came in the box. And at the same time, I've got my stopwatch ready. So I would like to see how long does this device take to start when we switch on the engine of the car. Alright, so I am plugging the device in with the cable and same time timer is on. Now let's see how long does this take. Now I've tested a very similar device just last week with similar specifications on my channel, and that device took around 39-40 seconds to start. So I'm not expecting this to be any different than that. Alright, so 38-39 seconds, very similar to the device I tested last week. So again, this is a very basic, affordable CarPlay device. So I wasn't expecting this to be very fast, but to be honest, I think 35 to 40 seconds is decent speed. It's not the fastest device I've tested on my channel, but you know, it's definitely not one of the slower ones. So guys, this is the main landing page or the home page of Android 11 operating system on this device, very similar to the one that I tested last week. Now let me give you a quick intro to the layout. You've got the main taskbar right at the bottom of the screen. You've got the time, date, media playing. You've got the app closer and the process closer icons here. You can end different applications or processes through these two. Then you've got the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity. Now on the main screen, you've got all the different apps that are pre-installed on this device. You can swipe left and see some of the other apps as well. Just keep in mind that this device is a 2 gigs RAM and 16 gigs of storage device, so it's not one of the high-end devices. So when you're downloading applications, especially when you're downloading big large apps, keep in mind that you can certainly download those apps, but when you're running it, it might be a little slower to start the apps. You know, it might run smoothly once it's completely loaded, but it will take a little longer to start those apps. So keep in mind, very basic device. You've got the basic functionality of CarPlay or the Android system on this device. So guys, in order for us to test the performance of this affordable CarPlay device, I will start testing some of the basic functions, features and the applications on this device. Alright, so the first thing we will do is actually connect this device with internet. So keep one thing in mind, this is a basic device, so it does not have a SIM card slot, and the only way for you to connect this device with the internet is through your mobile's hotspot. And we can do that. Just go to the settings, go to Wi-Fi. I've got my hotspot switched on, so we will connect this device with my hotspot. You've got it here, and then I just put in the password. Alright, so now the device is connected with my mobile's hotspot. Alright, so the first thing I would like to test is actually YouTube. Alright, so what is important to see is actually if this is in sync. And as you can see, the audio and video is in sync, so that's quite nice. The other thing I wanted to see is if the steering wheel controls are working, which they are, so we can increase or reduce the volume. That's quite nice. And then the last thing I would like to test is to see if on YouTube I can get at least 1080p resolution. Now, I don't recommend people to run 1080p on such small car screens. 720 is more than enough, but just wanted to see what is the maximum. So we do get 1080p resolution output on the screen for YouTube. We can pick up 720p, which, as I said, it's good enough for small screens. And as you can see, this is 720p and it's very, very clear. So YouTube works quite nicely on this device. Now, YouTube and Netflix are those apps that would probably work pretty much okay on most of these CarPlay devices. So, nothing special about this device. So, YouTube perfectly fine, audio video in sync. It's very smooth as well. It doesn't buffer or lag at all. You can use the steering wheel controls also. All right, now let's test the Netflix app. Alright, so Netflix, the clarity is quite nice, the resolution is quite good. As you can see, it's very nice. Let's see if we can skip scenes. Okay. Now this is one way of testing the speed of any device when you skip scenes on video streaming apps. So as you can see on Netflix, the quality is quite nice and you can skip scenes also. Quite good. Alright, so this device comes with an SD card slot, so you can insert a card with your audio content to play it on the screen. So I've already inserted my SD memory card on this device, and I just wanted to go and test if this device can play 4K video content or even 2K video content through the SD memory card. So let's go to video section, select this SD card. I've got a 4K test video here. Alright, so as you can see, this is a 4K video file and this file is not playing at all. You can hear the music, but the visuals are not moving. So probably this affordable device cannot play heavy 4K video files through the SD card. So let's do one thing. Let's go back and try to pick up a different video. Let's pick up a 2K video. Alright, so this 2K video is playing very, very nicely, and as I said earlier, you don't really need to have high resolution video files on this small car screen. 720p is more than enough. Even if you want a bit more, then 1080p 2K is maximum that you should be playing on these kind of screens or devices. So this is a 1080p 2K file. As you can see, extremely clear. It also depends on the clarity, on the quality of your car screen. My car screen is probably not one of the best, but it's quite decent, and as you can see, the clarity is very, very nice and smooth. You can certainly use the car's steering wheel controls to control the volume or skip scenes and so on, but as you can see, it's quite nice. What I would want to test here is to see if I can skip scenes and if those scenes can be skipped quickly. Very nice. It's very, very fast. In fact, it's instant. It doesn't take any time at all. So quite nice. So I think the important point here is that don't play heavy 4K video files through the SD card. Just keep it standard files. 1080p is more than enough. Now this device also has the standard Bluetooth technology, so you can actually connect your mobile with the BT phone or the BT music to access content or the contacts from your phone. So that's pretty standard on most of these devices. And then you've got the file section, so you can obviously download and save files on this device and then access those through the files. You've got gallery for the images, you've got music if you've stored MP3 files on this device, then you've got the video files as well. And as I said earlier, you've got some pre-installed apps. You can install more apps, but just keep in mind that this is just a 16 gig storage space. You can obviously add more storage space through the SD card if you want, but again, don't overload this device with heavy applications or files. Alright, so now let's connect the wireless CarPlay. So we just click on this auto kit, takes us to this section. Now the next step is actually go to your iPhone and look for a new device called TBox Mini Basic. That's the same name appearing on the screen. Click on that, pair the device, allow it to sync favorites and contacts, and then use CarPlay. That's it. So this is a one-time setup process. It doesn't take long, very easy. This is kind of a plug and play device. So once you establish the connection between your mobile and the device, then it automatically connects to Apple CarPlay every time you switch on the engine of the car. Alright, so that was quick. Again, this is a one-time setup, and this is the main home page or the landing page of Apple CarPlay. Now, I will not be explaining the different functions and features of Apple CarPlay in this video. If you want to know more about it, you can go and watch my other videos, but the whole idea is to actually test how Apple CarPlay works on this device. So in terms of the connections, it was straightforward and quite fast. It takes you to the standard home page of Apple CarPlay. Now, keep in mind all the applications that are compatible and installed on your mobile would be appearing here on the screen. Now obviously you can go to the settings and change the look and feel, add a different wallpaper and so on, but as you can see, Apple CarPlay is working perfectly fine. Now alright, now let's connect the wireless Android Auto. So we click on the Auto Kit again, and takes us to this landing page. Again, the next step is actually open the Bluetooth settings on your Android mobile. So I've got my Samsung here, and then go and look for a new device like the TBox Mini Basic. We click on this, pair the device, and allow it to sync contacts and favorites, and then as you can see the connection has started. So in a few seconds we should be able to see the home page of the Android Auto system. So there you go, quite fast compared to the Apple CarPlay. Now this is the main landing page of Android Auto. So you can see all the different shortcuts to the different apps appearing on the left side. You can also have the voice assistant. You've got the navigation right in the middle, and then you've got the media playing on the right side. Again, I will not explain the functions and features of Android Auto on this video. If you want to know more about it, you can go and watch my other videos, but the whole point is actually to see if Android Auto is working fine on this device, and also the speed of connecting this to the mobile phone. So quite fast. You can click on this to get a full view of all the different apps available on Android Auto. You can change the look and feel and the wallpaper through the settings. Now keep in mind only the compatible applications will appear here. There are things like YouTube, Facebook and so on would not appear on the screen when you look at the apps, because those are not compatible with either CarPlay or the Android Auto system. But you've got the navigation, which is more important. Click on this, you get a full screen of the navigation, quite nice. And then obviously you've got the media, you have the voice assistant, you've got all the shortcuts appearing here as well. So Android Auto and CarPlay both are working perfectly fine on this device. So let's go back to the home page. That's it, friends. So this was a very quick review of this affordable CarPlay media box, or the AI box, and again, this is a very impressive device, especially at this price point. This is selling for about $75 US online, and it comes with all the basic functions and features with just 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of storage, but a slot for the SD card so you can install more storage space. We've tested the standard applications, the YouTube, Netflix, everything seems to be fine. We've also tested the CarPlay and the wireless Android Auto technology, and those platforms were also working quite nicely. At this price point, this is an amazing device, especially for people who don't want to spend a lot of money on high-end CarPlay devices and who are just looking for some basic functionality in their car. This is simply an ideal device for them, just for $75 US. So guys, if you're interested, if you want to buy this, just go to the link in the description of this video that takes you directly to the official store where you can buy this very nice and affordable CarPlay TBox AI box. Thanks for watching the video, guys.